I can't decide if that's pathetic or really badass.
Yes. The answer is yes.
And on that note, let's go back and welcome back, guys, as we're going into hour 2 of The Blind Mountain. And for everybody on YouTube, it would be part 2. So, where we stopped off last, the group just found to their dismay, or good luck, that the elf that they actually encountered was, in fact, the target they were supposed to go after to begin with. And now we're left into the aftermath of what this knowledge is going to do for the group from this point on.
So we're all just staring.
Immediately,
over.
immediately, I ask, "How are you sharpening that arrow?" Just like super accusingly, just like, "How are you sharpening that arrow?"
I look
As-
up to him like,
as you
you're not
actually
a very,
look-
you're not a very good elf actor, sir.
As you actually look over him, the arrow doesn't even seem to exist. It looked like that was just a part of the illusion.
Duh.
You're not really good at acting as an elf, sir.
Whoever said I wanted to be a fucking pussy elf? Eric!
Language.
That's pretty rude. She's an elf. She's really nice.
Also, who are you to say his accent's bad, by the way?
Yeah, seriously, dick.
He just gives you a
Point,
glare. Contrary to what the stuff said on him, he is one-armed, but he is very not so sickly as it came off. He actually looks to be of proper health and condition.
It's like malnutrition, and then we look up to him and he's like 300 pounds of brick shithouse, and we're like, nope.
Like,
It's almost like someone fed him or something.
Yeah.
he looks like Bautista if he had a jaw coming out with teeth coming out of each side.
That is horrifying.
Oh no.
Or Batista, okay.
And with a one arm.
I mean, that's not helping us much.
I mean, if you really wanted to make him more intimidating, you could have said the Undertaker.
All right, Eric. So, what are your ideas to make us, not get screwed over and you to continue living, which I'm sure you're very interested in doing?
Sorry, parents are talking to me.
Kill the fuckers that wants me dead in the first place.
We
Well,
probably
that-
can't.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually, maybe.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I mean they're pretty
yeah.
dickish, it seems, but there's no
Um,
way I think we can do it now.
Yeah, I mean, down the road, that's more of an option. Right now...
What use are you? Eric, calm down. No, I'm not gonna calm down. They took me away from you for 2 years. For what? Nothing. I didn't do nothing. I did.
Sir, people might be able to hear you. Also, I've been here for 8 days. Like, just, period. Just, that's... I've
Same,
been
man.
here, period, as a person for 8 days. I don't know how much you've learned to do in a week's time, but, I'm surprised I'm walking properly.
To be actually fair, you guys are extraordinarily quick at whatever craft you are doing for the fact that you learned it within 7 to 8 days.
Yeah.
Well, I
I
mean,
I also like lean over to Joaquin, and I go, I think he outkicked his coverage. Just saying. Because she's pretty and he's him.
Like, she puts her hand on her back and, like, she's trying to soothe him, and it seems to be visibly working, but it's, like, increasing, decreasing values. Like, he's still getting mad, but she's making him less mad, but he's still getting mad.
So trying to stem the tide is not working so great.
It is working, just not the best. He
Listen,
finally
Eric, we sympathize with your plight.
Plight.
We really do. Like, I mean, I think any of us could agree that if we were in your situation, we would be rightfully angry, and we would want, justice, just as you do. But unfortunately, it's just not something we can do.
At least
However,
not yet.
as we hold your contract, there is no time limit. So as long as we hold it, then you will have a relative amount of safety. The problem is that will only work for a limited amount of time.
she would then turn it's like, then how long do you assume that we have?
Months, maybe, I'd say, at best.
At best, yeah, definitely. It's not gonna be much more than that. I'd be sincerely surprised if we didn't get any questions about it. And I'd 6 months tops. I'd say 2 months we might get a few odd questions or something. But somewhere in that time range, I'd imagine.
At the very least, we're going to have to make a show of it, make token inquiries and such.
Yeah.
Although, I do think we'd be more properly equipped to deal with the situation with additional resources at our disposal.
Well,
Sure.
I mean,
Of course.
obviously we'll be working towards becoming more powerful in that time.
So we can help to make it so that this contract's proprietors get what's coming to them.
What I'm saying is that perhaps your guild could help us along in that regard. Help us to keep you safe here.
And others like you, perhaps.
As you're saying this, she gives you guys a sad look. It's like, unfortunately, we're not much of a guild anymore. We're all that's left. When they originally raided us to try to take Eric from us, many of our family died during that night.
Do we even know
Ooh.
who they actually are, or did they just send the constables?
Of course, I know who they are.
Well, then spit it out. You've been
Yeah,
tiptoeing
like-
around this whole time.
Do share it, please.
As he's about to say this, you guys hear another loud knocking on the door.
Hat.
She
Hat-
looks
hat-
surprised as she gives him the hat and like does hand motions to say go upstairs.
I make like hand motions to the elf woman as if to ask if I should get that instead of her in her unique situation with all this.
She gives you the hand motions like no, I got this. As she pats down her dress and straightens herself, combs her fingers through her hair as she makes the way to the door.
I keep a
Yeah.
careful eye on that whole thing.
She's like,
I just drink my water like nothing's happening.
she says, yes, and like before she even gets the ending of the yes and opens the door just pushes open as you guys hear the loud leather, like muffled sound of heavy boots moving through as you see a man dressed in a constable like garb with a pronounced looking like bald hat as he's looking around with the handlebar mustache. His overall demeanor looks like someone that's like been hitting iron for most of the day and little on the books. As he comes through with an air of importance, be it self or not, with his arms crossed behind his back as he's just walking through looking over things.
I'm gonna remain seated and seem very, very calm and casual and just ask, is there something we can do to help you, sir?
He looks at you guys. You notice that his chin's very pronounced, like it's the idea of what they have constables looking like in games of the big buff Englishman
Just-
type person.
Here
Yeah.
comes
God,
the Crimson
like-
Chin.
So he's got a
Yeah.
nice huge mustache and everything.
Yep, handlebar.
Yeah, handlebar.
Awesome.
Does he look Prussian?
Just checking the grounds to make sure that we don't have any unsavory thoughts, he says, looking around you guys and making a wide berth like walk around the area, but has his eyes on the group.
I'm gonna
Depends on your
lean down
terms of,
from.
savory, I
Okay.
suppose. Like, if you don't like horses, we're probably not going to get along. Like,
I'm just gonna lean down from my chair and like knock on the ground and just look down and back up at him. Like, the ground seems totally fine. It's still there. I mean, I was expecting to fall under yesterday, but
So, love, any word from your boyfriend? He says, looking over to the
Oi.
elf. No,
Oi, what?
I haven't. She's like, no, I haven't seen him. Let's see. Do for him. Okay, and for
Okay.
her.
I was wondering if I could potentially try and distract him.
Oh my. No, I haven't seen him. Well, I would hope so. What about you lot? Haven't seen any half-orc around here, have you?
Grey skin, malnourished, one-armed? Because we're looking for him. We have a contract.
We are the hunters, and our quarry still seems to be many miles away.
Alright. Fox, make a bluff.
Please tell me you have actually points in that.
Oh, do I?
Okay.
Go.
Go.
I just hope the elf woman didn't steal your good rolls.
Please stop being mediocre.
You know,
You had one job!
Listen, it's better than we've been doing.
look, I have a +4 in it, okay? I mean, you really can't blame me much, can you?
Still rolling.
I can.
Alright, so he eyes you over as you say this. It's like, no, he's many miles away.
Well, Drat.
What is red water here?
Gee,
As
what a shocker!
he stops, his head like turned to look directly at you right now. You can feel his eyes just beaming directly at you.
I still remain very calm and casual.
I do sort of the sidelong whispering, not really whispering. I think you have a new admirer.
You know, it's against the law in our town to lie directly to a member of the Order's Watch.
And now he's from Kentucky.
Good sir, lying, I don't
That's
think my compatriot does. I believe he's just confused about what you're after. I think he's confused about why you're so speculative. I mean, after all, we are venturing towards the same goal here. A half-orc that we'd like to see rid of this world, and I think we're reading the same page here.
Why would we assist the half-orc if to find him is our job? It would be career suicide.
So we'd lose all our money.
Not to mention probably get thrown in jail.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very fun. I would not want that.
Also, being broke is not very fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
That sounds
there's a-
horrible. I don't want to do that. That's not
He is
that's
worth
not
50
seemly.
silver.
So you're all under the agreement that this half-orc needs to be put down. Yes?
Well,
Oh, retreat.
obviously. Well, I mean, we try for retrieving, but you know how things work when you get into a fighting situation. Sometimes certain calls just have to be made.
He
I'm sure that a
stops
man-
looking over at your direction as he puts his hand in front of his face as he starts to tighten the glove around it, as you guys just hear the sound of the leather stretching around his fist as he just starts to open and close it, just being really awkward with it.
Is
You okay there?
something wrong with your glove?
See, my mum told me that I learned something. A family trick that passed down through all men of the ages. See, I get a twitch in my
did it with the
hand.
mustache?
I get a twitch in my hand, you see? As he holds it in front of you, as it's just like twitching back and forth. It's how I know when some bloke is lying to my face.
I think you should go to a healer to get that checked.
Yeah, that seems like more of a medical issue that you put superstition on, sir.
I'm gonna go with the druid and the monk. I mean, if you want to talk superstition, talk to these guys. If they're saying it's superstitious, you might want to rethink that.
I can talk to animals.
Yeah, he can talk to animals. Come on.
As
It's
you
true.
guys are
Monks-
like saying this. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say monks know a ton about superstition. They've got long scrolls. They do a whole ritual every night and morning on their knees practically every day.
He just sits there. He just sits there and thinks it does something. I mean, come on. He's sitting there.
And suddenly looks back to me, and I'm in a meditative state. He's like, "What the?"
See? He actually thinks it does something.
As he's like staring at you, the elven woman will just like move in front of your table. It's like, Sir Thomas, I do believe that we've done everything in regards to the certain situation, and that we have answered all your questions. Is that all? Yeah. We're good. I'll be keeping an eye on you, miss. I know how rough it can be without a man in the house. As you hear the loud, like, heavy steps of his boots, like, echoing in the building again.
Sure to get that hand checked.
As he makes his way out. Turns his head over. Gives off a chuckle as he leaves.
And was it just him, or were the other constables with him?
No, it seemed like he was the only one by himself.
Okay, so then we go and close the door, and I say, "What a knob end!"
I don't think we're good. I don't think we're actually
Yeah,
good.
Fox,
No.
Fox, you're bad at deceiving
You're
people.
very bad at lying. I would just like to say
Listen.
that right now.
That is the only
Like, do
time.
what I did. I told the truth. I told the truth. It just wasn't the truth he wanted to hear.
Listen. How long have you been here?
Same as you. We met there.
Exactly. Also, you didn't jump off one building onto another. And actually kind of make it, and then kind of not make it. Okay?
I also didn't lose my knife.
As they're
I-
arguing,
I
I'm
have
gonna
my
go-
knife right here, okay?
I'm going to turn
My
to
help,
the elf
thank you very
woman.
much.
Yeah,
I'm going to turn to the elf woman and ask her if she knows knows of a Cornelius Frog.
As you're like turning to her, you look at her like her body is like shaking with like her back is to you right now, but you could just see that she's shaking and like clenching her fist.
I'm guessing he does this more than once. It's, Thomas, was it?
Sir Dickhead.
She looks over
Let's-
to you, Makatila. She could see that her face is just flustered with anger. Just as you do that, she starts to calm down. It's like, yes, he makes this visit every week now. Ever since that Eric escaped.
That is one paranoid man.
I don't
Also
think
a
he's
huge
after
dick.
Eric.
He's an insufferable asshole. That's what.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
that-
did you
that's-
see his mustache?
I mean, his mustache was fairly impressive, but everything about him was
In the
bleh.
wrong way.
Also, hand twitch. Come on.
Was that every week at the same time?
You should really
Same
get that
day?
checked.
Yeah.
No, not at the same time every day. Just he's always makes these visits each week.
My hand gets to twitching when these people are lying to me. Eat a dick.
And do you know who Cornelius Frog might be?
He's I believe he's the head of the order in this particular region.
Head? Oh, shit.
Understood.
Son of a bitch.
Speaking of which, where'd you hear that name?
I was waiting to tell you guys till we had a moment of privacy, and it seems this is one of those.
Good enough.
Listening at the door, I gathered from the conversation, I only heard one side of it, so I'm not sure who the other side or what it was, but apparently this Cornelius person may not have the best. How should I put this? may not have the best intentions for the copper plates, such as us.
Why do you say that?
Wait, is that what took you guys like 5 minutes?
Maybe. Except I didn't hear anything.
Why do you
This
say
is
that
not
doesn't
your
have-
day, is it, folks?
No.
I guess not.
The person I did hear was very concerned that Cornelius was sending folks such as ourselves out on missions such as these. He feared for their safety in these missions.
Like not rank locking the ogre mission.
Yes.
It seemed to me a more overarching thing.
Hmm. Well, you know what? I don't know. Something about me just makes so that's not all that surprising to me, really. We're cannon fodder. We just got here. We're, the newbies.
True.
No, I agree. It was the name that interested me most.
Hmm. I had a thought and now it's gone. Anyway, continuing on.
Out of character, anyone
What do you
getting like
thought?
Sweeney Todd vibes from all this? Because like the big man, the guy's coming around all the time, going after the girl.
Right, right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, she better watch out. Something bad's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Better watch out for the
Oh.
mustache.
I got it. I'm gonna turn to the elf woman and ask. So this was a guild. You may not still have people, but do you have equipment? Any type of armory or stores that we might be able to take a look at?
The only thing we were really able to keep was our furs and whatnot. Most of our weapons and whatnot was confiscated when the incident happened that night.
Right, I asked that earlier.
Undergrounds.
Oh, did you? Okay.
So let's see. They killed your members, took your stuff, and captured another one of your members. Is this
And
all
these
legal?
are the good guys.
These
Yeah,
are
this is
the
shady shit.
assholes.
They are
I-
not
I-
the good guys.
I don't think you understand how air quotes work, sir.
No, I understand. They were sarcastic air quotes, sir.
That. Moving on.
Right. Also, what? Like, I don't think we've even asked. Like, your Hunters Guild. What you do? I mean, you hunt, but like, you
We
hunt
haven't
like
been
rare
able to
game.
hunt for many years now. All I've been doing here was
Years.
keeping this up in hopes of waiting that Eric would return, which he did.
Where'd you get the hat? That seems highly useful.
It belonged to my parents.
Got some interesting parents there.
A little bit.
I did, yes.
Uh, okay. So what's our next move, guys? Should we move on from here and do the farm mission and come back when we have a little bit more in the way of resources?
Well, I think
Well,
we have to do the farm mission. We're kind of bound to it.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
but-
there's a time limit on that one.
Yeah, we're
Also,
time
that
locked.
Mr. Dickface is suspicious of you, so he might follow us, which might be a good thing.
That would be a good thing, because then it just looks like we're continuing with our jobs of doing stuff that we're
And
being
he's
paid to
being
do.
a paranoid ass.
Yeah,
Like-
you know what? Let him follow.
I hope
If
so.
he follows, there is always a chance of leading him to what's causing the disappearance of animals. And if he happens to not make it back, we don't know why.
Yeah,
Eh,
just
unfortunately, he looks much better geared than us, so would be.
Yeah. you know what? And then we just use him as a very meaty distraction.
I have a feeling he's not going to come himself because he doesn't look the sneakiest.
No,
Then-
he's probably gonna hire some sneaky asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me worry about that part.
Thought
Thought?
that lovely hat that Eric was wearing. How powerful do we think this contract magic is? What if we found some sort of individual, perhaps one of these reanimated bodies, knocked
Oh, that's
them
actually.
unconscious, turned them into Eric, hand that in as the quest?
They'll take off the hat. No.
How
Actually,
would they take that
Ash.
hat off? Well,
Ash, I was wondering if I could do a knowledge nature check in order to know about the reincarnate spell. The thing I could do.
That might seem more like a knowledge
Knowledge
religion or a
religion.
knowledge arcana.
It would be knowledge arcana.
Well, it's neither. It's nature magic.
Well,
It's literally a druid only spell.
let me look. 1 second.
I think rangers actually could have.
My concern right now, actually, now I'm thinking about, is that if it's a powerful enough scrying spell, there might be someone that has seen and heard our entire conversation this whole time, and we would be none the wiser. We might
I feel
already
like
be
they'd-
marked right
That's a good
now.
point. That's a good point.
I mean, Mr. Constable person might not be in the know of it just yet, but there could be someone else filing targets on our backs right now.
It would be
Well,
an
I mean-
it would still be knowledge arcana, because knowledge arcana falls under magical traditions in general, not just magic arts and the trained order.
I gotta say, that makes very little sense when it isn't arcane magic.
Well, arcana is just magic as a whole, not just arcane magic.
Well, I mean, it's like if it was.
It's under the
I guess
name.
this
It's
is
just
divine magic, so it could be religion, but y'all don't have that.
Because nature is generally towards the actual physical sense of nature.
And there are some who argue that nature magic actually is a bending and manipulation of the natural order.
Yeah, like
As in, as opposed to the natural order. Like, it is unnatural to do nature magic. There are some that argue.
So what are you?
druids
what are you
highly
trying
disagree.
Well, obviously. But,
Well, I'm essentially trying to know if I know about the reincarnate spell, because if that hat is worth enough, essentially we could have him killed, bring him back as something else, and his problems would be solved for life.
Girlfriend might not be too happy about it, though.
I am
Yeah.
very opposed to the idea of Eric being slain in any sense
I'd
of the
imagine
word.
that you also probably wouldn't want to have to accidentally start cuddling up with a hobgoblin or some shit.
Well, if he was a hobgoblin, he had the same issue. The thing is, he could come back as a human, a half-elf, an elf, a dwarf. He could come back as a whole bunch of different things.
He shouldn't have
Unfortunately,
to
doesn't-
change just because other people disagree with him. She says actually
Also-
very audibly, like she's taking a physical, like what the idea of it's offending her.
So in other words, shut up.
Well, not other words, shut up. It's just that it seems like she's gotten offended towards that.
She means straight up, shut up.
I think we should leave this brewing and go see to that farm, collect our gold, take stock of things. If we get any ideas along the way, awesome. When we come back with the farm mission, the completion of that contract may give us some insight into how the contracts work as far as completing them goes.
Very true.
And that would give us a very good lead as to our next step to solving this conundrum.
Mm-hmm. Actually, what was your name again? Sorry, miss.
It's Catherine.
Catherine. Catherine,
It's a care with a
here's
C.
the thing. Yeah. Do you have accommodations here of any sort?
Yes, we have a few empty rooms from my past family, unfortunately.
Sorry to hear that, but listen, when we come back in town, maybe we'll have a way to solve this, but we need an excuse to visit you. If you would essentially put us up, we would have a reason to do that. And it would seem much less suspicious. What do you think about that? We would pay you, obviously, for room and board.
The problem is they still would ask questions. Not being proper guild members, staying at a guild hall.
Well, why
Well,
not?
it
What's
might
saying we
sound
can't
very
be part of the
harsh.
order and be part of the guild? Be part of the guild.
Yeah,
like,
what's
goes
the
to that?
prerequisite of becoming guild members? What does it take?
You would have to slay a creature of the land with no weapons.
I got that.
No weapons?
Okay.
The rest of you, well, do traps count as weapons
She would not.
for this? Ah, see,
How
there's
about
the rub.
magic?
Okay,
Magic
I
count as
can.
weapons?
I can do traps. I can definitely do traps.
You would only be allowed to use your natural ability to try to slay a creature of the land.
So magic, traps.
Natural ability. Technically, druids count as that, but
I mean, it's something that comes to you naturally.
Yeah. Like,
sure.
yes, sorcerer, no wizard, because that's more from studying,
It's training,
taking
yeah.
up. Yeah.
What if I have a horse that kills something for me?
The horse is a member of the guild.
And you're not.
That would be interesting.
If your horse was able to slay it, then yes, your horse would pass.
We
Unfortunately,
gotta get this horse in the guild.
Oh,
In the ledger.
I'm gonna make this horse a fucking citizen of this damn place.
Horse is gonna be king.
just put the horse on
Let's
the part
fucking
of the
do it.
council.
Make the horse king. Let's do it.
Hey, that's something I can get behind.
Actually
Are we talking
have-
like a bunny rabbit and a squirrel? Or are we talking like a big bad bear? Or what are we talking about?
It's any beast that makes its home amongst the forest and the valley. It could be a wolf, bear, deer, doe, owl bear.
So we just
Out there. Let's
Bring-
not.
bring the hide or such back to you and call it a day. We get a token or a lovely tattoo or something.
After you make the sleigh, you must only pronounce a few words, and then I will be notified of this.
Huh.
Magic.
Why
Interesting.
is magic literally everywhere with this
It's
shit?
not magic. it's
Gee, I
religion.
wonder if we're...
Well, here's the thing. We are kind of doing you a big favor, and we've got a big secret. Could you just wave it this time?
Probably not.
Magic.
She looks at you, she like turns her head, it's like, "You're doing me a great favor, but this is also the only tradition that I know."
All right, very well. I won't.
That's
All
fine.
right.
I mean, we're going to be out on a farmland. We'll surely run into some wildlife.
Not to mention if we
It's
find out
possible.
if we find what actually caused the disappearance of the animals, that's probably something that's wildlife.
Maybe. We don't know yet.
Also,
Yeah.
Anyhow, okay. So
Let's be
Something
off
leave
to the
go hunting.
farms. Actually, about that, Miss, do you know the location of the, what was it, the rock breaker, stone breaker,
Stonebreakers.
Shadowstones.
the stone breaker farmstead?
Yes, they're about a day's travel outside of the city, heading south.
South? Alright, looks like we're going south, guys.
It's towards
Alright.
the Darkwood. But if you take longer than a day to
Sounds
reach there,
ominous.
you've gone too far, and I encourage that you return.
Okay.
Very
Thank you.
well.
As long as we're staying away from the Eastwood.
Yeah, apparently. Alright, let's be off. On our way out, I'm going to buy a bedroll.
I already have one, so.
How
Did,
do you already have one?
did we ever get the incantation that we need? Did I miss that? She said we had to say
did
a
not
few
say it
words.
yet.
Oh, then
Yeah,
yeah,
we're
we
gonna-
should probably
we
get
have
that.
that?
then.
And we're like, actually, hold on. Just
We-
stick our heads back on the door.
Yeah, we get 15 steps to the door, and they're like, wait a second.
We're morons.
We didn't do nothing yet. But yeah, you guys turns like, wait, yeah, about that incantation. She's like, oh, yes, of course. Rally those, true of heart. Let thine arrow pierce thee, and show thy greatness to Artemis.
Oh, shit.
Artemis. Lovely.
Yeah. You know, someone makes a mistake and then they get torn apart by their own fucking dogs.
Mm.
I don't know
Um,
any of that because I don't have memories.
All right, I got
No,
rally
but you-
those true of heart. Let something arrow pierce thee and show thy something.
Let thine arrow pierce thine heart.
Yeah, you guys do this because I already like fell behind. I don't know what. Mer.
Do, do,
What?
do.
Pierce,
Wait.
pierce thine
Rather than-
heart and show what?
Thy greatness to Artemis. I believe.
Correct.
I caught that much. Yay!
I put the entire thing in the group notes.
Excellent.
Very useful. Thank you.
Except I don't see it yet. Oh wait, no.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. Yes. Awesome. You're the best.
Alright, I just
I
missed
know.
Also, also his top 2 notes. What's up with that?
I mean, they have to
Just so
stay
you
there.
know. Just so you know.
Goblins are in Eastwood. They've killed some adventurers. They're led by a guy named Clint.
Okay, very good.
God damn it.
All right.
Thank
Oh,
her
yeah.
and
No, okay, go ahead. Go,
I'd
go.
try and reassure Catherine and say, I know it's hard, but we'll help. We'll do our best. I promise you that.
She would give you a nod, and with it a soft smile. I thank thee. You're being very helpful. And without your
We try.
assistance, I don't know what me and Eric would do.
You manage. You seem resourceful. And he's definitely resourceful if he escaped jail.
Yeah.
But we'll be back soon. Stay safe until then.
You do the same.
And then we proceed to leave.
To the farmland!
I need a marching order as you guys are leaving.
Shit!
To get immediately stabbed as we walk out of the damn door.
We'll put me
like
in the
to-
back with my horse.
I would like to not be in
Your
the
horse
front.
is outside, actually.
I guess
I collect that.
Yeah, I was gonna. No, we brought it inside. I suppose I can be at the front.
So
I'll
who's,
be behind him.
So who's the front?
That would be Mukatil.
Mukatil, make a spot check.
Ah, fuck.
Looks like I should have been in the front.
Shut up.
Oh, maybe
Bro,
we'll
I'm
go
Eagle
see.
Scouts,
not-
yeah.
Never know.
I'm not completely inept at spot, but my rolls are. Why
Hey,
not?
Roll another 10.
That's the thing. So, as you're looking just out in the distance, you see the constable just sitting there with his back against the wall and his foot hanged up, like, pressed against the wall, as he's just slowly peeling an orange, just looking like an outright creep, just watching the building.
Trying to look like a cool guy, more looking like a douchebag.
Did
Okay,
you
as we
just say
go
that
by-
to him?
No. I say
As
that
we
out
go
loud
by,
to you guys.
as we go by, Hopen will say, be sure to see Hill about that hand. It could be a serious issue.
I don't think it's a lack of vitamin C.
He just stays silent as he's just peeling it slowly.
A horse can't poop on command, right?
It's not MGS5.
Oh no, your horse cannot poop on command.
Damn it.
Do you ever think you
Right.
say that in a stream before?
No, never have.
The things that come up in D&D.
Yeah, right.
Alright, so you guys make your way out, and you're, you know, a heading where you need to go.
As we leave, like to turn back, does the constable do anything? Or is he just
No, he's just
watching
standing there.
us?
He starts
Okay.
watching you guys as you leave, and as you get to a certain distance away, he starts to watch the building itself.
What a freak!
Yeah, okay.
Well, that's not an issue or anything.
We can't do shit about it. Like,
Someone needs to tell him to get a life. Nerd.
I mean, you want to go date him? Like, go for it.
Just, I'd rather, you know, punch him right in the stupid mustache.
You said get a life, so punching him doesn't give him a life. You need to give him a life.
I
Become his
don't.
one true love, marry, settle down, adopt some kids.
You guys
You're now
all just
making me want
turn.
to punch you.
You just turn to this druid that's like, yeah, agree to social conformities. What?
What kind of druid are you again?
A nice druid. What do you want?
Okay. Okay.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised they let you in. Wouldn't your practices be considered paganism?
It definitely would be different.
It's a little bit. It depends
And
how you
being
run a split.
different is illegal.
Being a beast race is illegal. Worshipping beasts, not so much.
Well, like I probably haven't told you guys I'm a
that.
Fae. If people knew I was a Fae, I'd be probably in the same position as Eric.
Um. By the way, that makes a lot of sense. You can't be a beast, but you can totally worship beasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
So just
go
as
half
we're,
degrade on a beast.
as we're going towards our heading, that's kind of a thing we should think about going forward, guys. If this whole place it's illegal to be a beast race, how we're going to deal with that in the future, because it's liable to come up one or two times.
Probably.
I'm neutral, good, don't care. Unless I die, in which case, maybe I'll care.
Wait, about the whole thing being illegal? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
sorry. I was going through inventory.
I'm against the whole thing being illegal. I think that anyone who is alive and is not just completely destroying property and killing people that don't deserve to be killed is meh.
Is the chaotic good revolutionist when you need them?
That's right here, actually. That's literally
sweet.
right here.
I mean,
I'm
I'm technically
excellent.
lawful good, but when I see bullshit laws, I know bullshit laws.
Yeah, he's not lawful neutral, which
Yeah.
is just like the law. And I'm chaotic good, so I'm like,
Law!
I am the law.
Law!
Oh, goddamn Stallone.
That's lawful neutral. Well, I'm chaotic good, and I'm like, all governments are crap. Screw them all.
I don't know, just something to keep in mind for the future.
I'm an
So
anarchist.
you're more like Braveheart. You're like freedom.
I'm more like V. That's more
You.
appropriate. It's V. I'm actually by weapons standard. Yeah, I am V.
We need
So-
to get you a mask.
As you guys
Yes.
are making your heading towards the farm area that you're supposed to go to, you guys take a short moment to dig through your inventories to make sure what's available to you. As you all would note that you have exactly one ration out of the starting
One.
pack,
Okay.
and you guys have yet to eat for this day and/or drink.
I drank. What are you talking about?
Oh well, yeah, you did. Not everybody did.
I guess I'm having a snack as we walk.
Chewing on a
Seems
granola
fine.
bar.
Tomorrow I suppose I'm gonna have to hunt. I don't need your help for that because I can't do anything aside from the hunting itself.
Or if anyone's decent at survival, they can just generally forage for roots and berries and shit.
Yeah, that's me.
Actually, we probably. Well, I mean, I can also attempt that decently. Speaking.
We can all attempt it. I have the best shot, I think.
And maybe if we manage to get to the farmstead before it gets too late, we can ask for a meal before we go to investigating.
This is also true.
So here we go to the farmland again.
Oh,
Actually, we need to stop and rest at some point. So who's going on watch and when?
I'll go on third watch.
I
As
can
an
go
elf.
on first.
As an elf, I really only need 2 hours plus an hour for spells.
4 hours.
Yeah, I was about to say, how do you have 2 hours?
Yeah.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, is it
Ring
four?
of
Did I read that
sustenance
wrong?
is for. Ring of sustenance is 2 hours.
Okay, well, half the time then.
So you could take the later watches or something.
Yeah.
Get your sleep in early.
So as you guys are going over all this and talking in amongst yourselves as you guys are walking, the sun in this area and region is pretty high up, and it's been a cloudless day, so the heat is very apparent. As you guys are walking, it becomes even more apparent as you go through the dense forest of the valley at the base of the mountain from the original town that you left. It comes off with a plethora of different wildlife smells. Not
Ugh.
stuff that is actually quite new to most of your senses, except for a druid, since his teacher would have trained him in this type of environment.
Forests.
Go ahead and try to make your survival checks to see if you find anything along the way that's edible. Or
Oh, okay, go on, sorry. I just realized where actually all my gear for the starter pack was, because I normally never I never use that. I always do my own custom thing. I have
On dice.
stuff.
Stuff is good.
Stuff is great.
The thing is that your starting pack also includes weapons, so I don't know what a rogue's weapon starting pack is.
Short sword, light crossbow, and a dagger.
Ooh, short sword is good.
I want a short sword. I'm gonna have to swap out that crossbow layer because I wanted a short bow, but sure. We can
Yeah.
work with this for now.
Alright, so... Oh, also, all your starting equipment is lent to you from your trainer, so it's not even really yours.
Oh wow,
Crap, we
okay.
have to pay them back. Jeez.
Asshole.
I have stuff. Okay.
You just stole it from him?
No, I have it. It's lent. It's kind of mine, but not entirely.
It's like rent to own.
Yeah.
You could just
So,
not return it, then you did steal it.
Harlequin, you didn't find anything while you were walking.
Wow, the druid didn't find shit.
Because I rolled a
Yeah.
4.
As for... Ray?
Raistlin.
Ray.
Raceland.
You come across, as you're walking, a actual bushel of blue tinted berries with black butts.
Fluids.
Oh,
I would check those carefully.
hang on. Are they poison?
Oh my. Well, there's the first 20 of the night.
No. So I definitely know if they're going to kill us or not, at least.
Jesus.
Wait, really? I don't see that 20 anywhere.
Because
Where's the
it's
20?
private.
It's a GM roll.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Half the skills are GM rolls, the rest aren't.
Yeah. What else do I have?
Alright,
Oh.
so as you luckily get that roll, you feel like these berries, you don't sense anything poisonous coming from them. The colors are too dark and doesn't seem to give off the vibe that you expect for a poisonous berry.
I'm absolutely confident we can eat these guys.
Fabulous, thank
Like
you.
as many as you can.
Just shove them in your face.
You have 3 bushels that you found. Each bushel is a substance for 1 meal.
That's essentially a meal for 3 of us.
Well,
If you
my
want.
17 there is for my own survival check. Do I find anything?
I'm getting down the list. That was just for Ray.
Okay.
So, Mukatil.
C.
As you're walking, you actually come across a family of snails coming through a tree.
Ugh.
It's about 8 snails.
Ooh, snails. This is a delicacy. People pay expensive money for this shit. It's like, really? I don't know.
Is there some kind of roll I can do to see if I like snails?
Yeah, you got a 25% chance of liking it. Roll a d100.
You know. Nope. Really don't.
I like snails!
Mukatil, you love snails.
That's great for him. You're the one who found them. Explains why you found them now.
Yeah.
Fox doesn't.
Wow, I am super on the medium.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Wow. That's
Just all night. Just all night.
I am Mr.
Perfect
Average.
Who are we missing in this rule? Rye.
Sorry, what do I need to roll?
If you like snails or not.
Roll 1d100 and we'll see.
Unless you already know if you do or not for your character. Alright, so yeah, Mukatil's the only one that'll definitely eat snails. Eating 3 is enough for substance for a meal.
Yay!
Wow, those are some really good snails.
Oh no, they're pretty large. They're like the size of, A child's fist.
Wow,
Oh, crap.
roll initiative on that one.
I'm just looking to you
Let me
guys. I'm
just
like,
check
it's
if
just,
they're poisonous real quick. Like,
I'm just like, they're just like sliming mushrooms. What?
the average
I-
rolls are back.
What
Yeah.
kind of roll were you doing
look at
for that?
these- No, there's very few families of snails that you believe are poisonous, and you don't think these are housed to any of them.
Great. So go nuts.
Okay.
And then Fox,
Yo,
as you are actually looking through the forest, you actually spot a small family of foxes.
oh,
Don't murder the poor animals.
Meta.
Actually, no, we should. Then we do the thing.
that's what I was gonna say.
Definitely.
Is there? Can I make traps somehow? Can I use like natural environment crap to make traps of some sort?
Possibly in the future, this is just a on-the-spot thing, like you guys are walking and then you see the bushel of a fox run towards a family of other foxes.
Whole family. Can I attempt to sneak up on one and potentially grab it, preferably around the neck?
Roll a move silent.
All right. That's a thing I can do. Now watch me roll a 10 and it not matter anyway.
Yeah.
Well, 10 still might pass. Like, 10 is okay.
Ah,
Oh,
You were close.
wow. I was
Sneak,
really close to
sneak,
killing
sneak,
that.
snap.
Yeah, exactly. Man,
Okay.
Dice does not like me.
What is with the fucking rolls today? Jeez.
I don't know.
Just
They're
with
kind
you.
of ass, except for when I'm rolling stats.
Like, seriously. Okay. A fox has a spot of, or a listen of a +5.
Oh, okay. Oh, great. All right.
so it needs to roll below a 4. Come on.
And then you get killed by a fox.
Wow!
It did.
Boom. You are mine. I am the one fox of this forest.
What? So the fox, the one that's like on point, that's supposed to be watching, apparently just does not notice you whatsoever.
Time to make some
Is
baby
he looking
foxes into
for or
orphans.
I am going to grab one of the more sizable ones by the
Hey.
neck and just go for a real swift, just neck snap.
Alright, go
Hey,
for
grapple
a
check.
grapple.
Okay. That is
And
GDU.
it's against
It's-
their flatfoot AC. Where's the AC
Okay, and that's was what my strength basically.
Yeah, thankfully, I think it's also. Yeah, it's the flat-footed AC.
It's a
so
melee
yeah.
touch attack first. So,
at? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a melee touch attack. And they have a AC of 13 on flat-footed.
But they are flat-footed, so you know.
Okay, so first roll to attack, right?
Correct.
Okay.
light
Well, that's
touch.
good at least.
Kind of. Because it's still
Well, I
going off
mean-
strength.
Well, roll to attack isn't that off dex? Or because this is the thing and it goes
Nope,
off
it's
strength.
not
Okay.
Pretty much
Alright.
everything is, yeah, off strength unless it's ranged, unless you have weapon finesse.
Oh, yeah.
You.
Oh, wow.
Nice though.
Hey yo, there you
Alright,
go.
so that hits.
Doesn't
So
matter.
then you get to roll your unarmed damage, which... Well, actually,
Is 1d3. Yeah, 1d3 minus 1.
actually, looking at your character, Mr. Fox, what is your nat grapple? Because there's actually a mod for grapple.
It's a
Probably a
strength.
-1. Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, your base grapple is... Actually, your
Yeah,
grapple is
sure.
a -1, or -1.
Yeah.
Yep.
You touched him, now you just need to try to take hold of him.
Alright, so roll your strength mod plus... I think it's a d4 for unarmed,
It's 1d3.
D3.
or 1d3.
D3 for medium.
So 1d3 minus 1.
Yep.
Non-lethal
Amazing.
damage. Do 1 damage. Don't worry. Like,
Yeah, you can't deal 0 damage, thankfully.
But you like
You like gently pet
You try
poor
to
little fox.
you come to just you try to break its neck as like it gets surprised as it just squirms its way through it as you like pull some fur off of it as it makes a fox noise which is horrifying as they start to run off.
So do I still have this one fox in my hand, or is that
No.
gone entirely?
Because you
it
did.
has to try and escape you.
What's that, Ash?
Because you tried to do an attack.
Yeah, but he's asking, is he
Yeah,
still holding it?
Yeah.
Oh, the one that you're holding. Oh no,
Yeah.
yeah, I have to